In this next exercise, I am going to show you how to adjust the waist ease of this dress and also how to just extend to create an A-line silhouette. So as in the previous exercise, I traced off my simple shift dress on a new piece of paper and I transferred all the markings and the dart to the pattern, and then I also drew a line across the waist since I am going to do a dress with a waist seam again. Okay, so first thing, as I mentioned in the previous lesson, our shift dress has 6 inches of ease in it, which is quite a lot, but as you know, a shift dress is an easy fitting style. Our sheath dress in the previous lesson only had 1 inch of ease. For this design, I want to do something in between, so I only want 4 inches of ease, which means that I'm going to remove 2 inches. So I need to take those 2 inches and divide them by 4, because this is only a quarter of my pattern. So I'm going to remove 1/2 inch from this front pattern piece. Okay, very easy. Since my waist is marked, I'm only coming in 1/2 inch there at my waist, and I am blending it to the bottom of my dart. There we go, and then I'm also blending towards my hip again. Okay, that's adjusting the waist. It's really as simple as that. And then I just want to add a bit of length to my dress. I want it about beneath the knee. So I'm adding 6 inches to my hemline. But the first thing I want to do is just draw a straight line to just establish the angle of my side seam. So just draw a line, hemline. I'm going to draw, or I'm going to mark it at 6 inches. And I'm going to draw in my new hemline. Just make sure that's straight. And because our shift dress has an A-line silhouette already, following this angle of your side seam will automatically give you that nice A-line silhouette. Another nice feature to just change the look of your dress is to add a waist seam to your design. So what we're going to do is just cut the bodice and the skirt apart like we did in our previous lesson, and we're also going to add seam allowance again. So you can either trace it on a new piece of paper and add the seam allowance. So I'm just going to write add seam allowance, and the same on the skirt, since they will be cut apart, so that you just remember that you can either add it once your pattern is on your fabric, or you can retrace it on a new piece of paper and add your seam allowance and then cut it out. Okay, so that is your A-line dress with a waist seam. And once again, you can adjust the neckline like I showed you in the previous lessons and add one of the sleeves I showed you, or even the original one from the shift dress pattern. And then on the back, you will be doing exactly the same what we did on the front. You're just going to repeat on the back, but instead of blending to the bottom of your dart, obviously you don't have a bust dart on the back, you're just going to blend to the underarm point over there on your back. From there to your waist and then to your hip again, do exactly the same length adjustment as we did on the front.